Today, we want to lay na table the cabinet reshuffle. Some man they make mouth say, then be no know say this one they come. Now something no more na in the office of the president be the wait. Make the 60th anniversary pass. Make some man get in moment. Make some man get in shine. Then right after that, then bring you back to base. But because you don't get your suit, you don't get your gown, you don't get your country clothes, so then say the office of the president say, no, you can't do that before the 60th anniversary. Careful, wait so that everybody gets a moment. After that, then liquids go find the levels. Me, I know we don't get a Maconi, they say, cabinet careful reshuffle. They don't say, oh, they talk about say cabinet reshuffle, the cow, they smell like, you know, that's how they find fish. But one kind of way, it not be happen back then. But today, it don't happen. Well, and so it been happen. The government of Sierra Leone, Office of the President, State House, press release. The press release say, the general public, we want to know for know, we want inform una for say the president in act don gladi. It don't please the president when His Excellency Brigadier Retired Julius Madabio for announce the following appointment. With gladi. Now the president in act, they want make me and you and the public know say waiting at the can read so now I don't team up now na the country. Number 1, Mr. Jacob Jusu Saffa, Chief Minister. They are let they sink for small. J.J. Saffa, J.J. Blood, Chief Minister. So the person will be there in charge of finance is now the principal na the school where the ministers them get for the kind of report to. Well, the chief will be there before. But Kuboku talk be they go about this chief will be there. So I don't know if this new one now so it get for happen. But other one they talk say, well, this particular reshuffle, election reshuffle, election preparation reshuffle. Because this now waiting they pass around the corridors. If you know you hear it, well, wait till you hear other side. For say, JJ Saffa ain't na the grassroots person. Then they think for say the one way be there, the professor. You look like say you know be wine and dine with the grassroots. In a cutting tree, you know they can don't so. In a cutting tree, when root self one for spread the grass self all day, you know, eh? Alright. That's number 1. Number 2, Professor David John Francis, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. Well, this one I get people talking. For say, this na demotion. This not a promotion. You na you all man be the kind report to. But now You get for the go reports. Well, if you look at one kind way, let left so first. Let's continue. Yeah? But for now, I don't know, calling Jacob Jusu Saffa chief minister, it will take a while, because the bread and butter will be sabi. So the bread and butter don't turn the chief. And I might be wrong, but for me, the chief minister be really fit professor. I don't know no more now. This foreign affairs, how he get for handle them. But seriously, the chief minister young role been fit him well one. Then I wait me think go. All right. Number 3. Madame Mamadi Gobe Kamara. She is now the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. Okay. You know, I be there? Now I be the deputy to the big boy in the house. And I be the deputy now the Ministry of Information and Communication. Now she is the Deputy Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. Now one day one make you think, say, foreign affairs, before professor they can take over, who that been Diddy? I be a woman be Diddy. Because the woman then say, oh, they're not glady. But when you look now, then go say, oh, well, I could don't put woman now as a seconder. Even though you're not the lead, like the one who be did it before, but woman don't candy back. They will be did it before. I'm not seeing him reappear any other side. I don't know what he do so. Or what he not do. But let's continue. Number 4, Mr. Abubakar Karim, now the Minister of Agriculture, Forestry, and Food Security. All right. There we go. Mr. Musa Baka. Now they deputize Mr. Abubakar Karim now, but now the Deputy Minister 1. Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, and Food Security. You get Dr. Theresa T. Dick, Deputy Minister 2, Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, and Food Security. With all the ministries there we get, all the ministers there we get under agriculture. But they are how far with agriculture in Sierra Leone? With food security too. How far? Well, for the forestry, we say they get foresters there now. But even the last thing, say for go Sussex, I be hearing some Makoni, they say the foresters then left the bush they can't turn. Well, I'll continue. Mr. Sajo Aziz Kamara, now the Deputy Minister, Ministry of Technical and Higher Education. So that position they don't fill. Now they Dr. Turad Senesi, when I in charge of lands now, now they been there. Hindowa Boykai Bindi, now the Deputy Minister, Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs. This particular ministry, I don't know if na prayers in need. I don't know if na cleansing in need. But there is need for something. This ministry. There you go. Number 9, Solomon Jamiru Esquire, Deputy Minister, Ministry of Information and Communication. So na exchange. The person will be the Deputy Minister for Information and Communication. Now I don't go take Solomon Jamiru in your position, then Solomon Jamiru can take in position. Maybe you will say Solomon Jamiru has been nice in delivering, being the spokesperson of NACOVAC. But again, if I want to remember well, he was in this same ministry before he was transferred to the Foreign Affairs Ministry. Now they don't pull on the back, they don't count and they are back. Okay? Number 10, Mr. Rupert Davis, Sierra Leone High Commissioner to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Number 11, Mr. Fande Toure. Hi! He is the permanent representative of Sierra Leone to the United Nations. When you read and they go and say, wait. Somebody was there. Yes? Would have been the Ambassador Ali Kaba. Who I go now? Sierra Leone ambassador to the Arab Republic of Egypt. This one back gets people talking. Say na demotion. I don't know. But some man where they follow Ali Kaba say, no matter outside they put her, a light go still shine. Because remember, he was in foreign affairs. From foreign affairs, then Pulande, then send and make you go represent the United Nations. People begin to talk, say, from foreign affairs to United Nations, a demotion, some say a promotion, some say there was a shun inside there. So now, from United Nations to being an ambassador in Egypt, people still talk, say, na demotion. But the people we like waiting Ali Kabadi do, and say, no matter outside they can go, he's going to still shine. Okay. Ambassador Solomon Benge, a member of Board of Directors, National Telecommunication Commission, NATCOM. Mr. Sheku Fantamadi Bangura, Chairman, National COVID-19 Emergency Response Center. All right. Chief Minister, is somebody listening here? Jacob Jusu Saffa. Now they're all two. Go Waka. Go Ministry of Finance until further notice. Chief Minister and Jacob Jusu Saffa go work together na the Ministry of Finance. So I don't know, so that means say Jacob Jusu Saffa na still the Minister of Finance, then Chief Minister na Minister of Finance 1. But now until further notice. So we are expecting another notice. So that names that don't begin come out for this finance. No, so you don't see it on social media. But the assumption, people think they know who's going to be the Minister of Finance. But for right now, we get people who get 2 portfolio. 2. The person will be there, still angry. The person will replace himself still the angry. But not for not forever, because he said till further notice. We may say another notice get for come. These appointments are with immediate effect. Signed, Julius F. Sandy, Sect to the President. 30th day of April, 2021. So now, so the cabinet reshuffle happened today. And I don't know if it was a shocker or some people we don't know. But that one way people and they talk about older than the moat. I said they can't tell me say they sing wait till we go do now. Because they don't put cayenne pepper. Ah well. While some other people and they gladdy. After you see the cabinet reshuffle, because you don't tell people and they call for Jacob Jusu Saffa and the bank governor say, now then are we problem to the economy. Say them for go. Some even don't call for the Minister of Energy, say for go. So this particular cabinet reshuffle, how you say? What you be they expect? And this you be the expect? Or you feel to say, one kind way. You know what I mean? Don't just take and so. But the cabinet don't reshuffle. And an immediate effect. This is not the one way you get for go parliament too. Because somebody can catch me say, as parliament be a issue, then we feel to say, well, and they don't come also back. Quick. Now they can do for approve. I say, and this one, you don't please the president, and with immediate effect, and will take over. And this they call political appointment. And make them say the one that they can get their appointment here, they want to make a sharp. Because they don't know who say go please the president again for replace them. Not to me say, But what's gonna be your expectation though? You feel say this was a good call? Even though people and they assume say, this one election preparation. But we're talking about the economy of the country. We're talking about the livelihood of people. We talk about picking them, their own right. We talk about we, the big one themselves, we own right. For help, for cushion, that's the reason of cabinet reshuffle. It's always necessary. Even though they can say, waiting up well, I'll go chuka. Left no more. Also they can say. So the cabinet don't be reshuffled now. And going forward, what do you feel say this reshuffle go bring come for the people of Sierra Leone? If you say a wise call, or you say you're not glad, say, Papa not try. And so you say the talk. Or you feel to say it was high time we have something like this. We go able to make all man smile at the end of the day. Yeah? But anyway, we will begin come with we panelists them. Let's talk about the cabinet reshuffle. Welcome on board, whose friend? The cabinet don't reshuffle. What's your take, sir?
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving me the platform, and thanks to all the listeners and viewers. Well, actually, something of great concern. But when it don't happen, so we'll just get for look and ask reasons why. But you go look at from different aspects. You go begin to ask say why, and is there a motive? Is benefit day, or is there anything we will gain from this? But usually, when a president or leader they reshuffle in cabinet, I know say now all this try for now for move people them for try for say okay you now government minister, I they move you between this post to another post. But sometimes you go see the reason why they do that in just normal circumstance. You go say maybe somebody resign, but here somebody not resign. Or you go ask again, say this man, why actually this will lead our president, we able president, he get for changing ministers and because of he creates ministerial post. All right, you might say that one you go say in the initial stage because that now other reason why somebody go reshuffle the cabinet either because they try for create ministerial roles for say you like go add the work. But this case, this present one, he go say no. They go ask the question back, say, well, what are the important role now where the president gets? But here you go say because the president important role and the power when he gets, he go ahead for do these things. So he get for think about the cabinet and the party management. So when you begin to think about the cabinet and the party management, you will say, okay, with this kind of area, maybe the president they try for do in your work. What he need to do try for do in your work, it will see likely he punish one person because he misbehave. Or the other side now, you go say because the person don't patronize, like a patron, or you don't patronize, don't work well for the party, they go according to waiting the manifesto say, or waiting the policy implementation they try for say. You go say most likely now for that they promote this person, Allah reward you. So you go question that one, they say that my whole substance small, I go put on one side. See, I need to become person die, need to become person resign. But with the beginners, they say, well, a reward is going on because somebody don't patronize. And then some people then, because they descend, then they punish them. They say, okay, you go down. So now the other ear that one day. But what is the question is say, in the parliament, you get for think about building alliances then between party members and also even the opposition party. But here now we on type of constitution we get now win take all. You will win, now you take all. Because they know they get like a deputy from the opposition or deputy from this all the time. Now they run up the parties. You go say, okay, some of them are just cabinet members, but they don't get ministerial role. So you go try for this that alliance, then go build them between themselves as a barrier. But when remember you're doing this, there is always going to be factions the way they create. You create factions within your party, and then sometimes you even create factions them from the opposition because some of them are friends outside and there are things that wouldn't link to. But that one is questionable. But here, the factions the way you create among but you go see well, people that will begin to look at say me, then push me this side, and they meet and they don't give me this. So when you meet the type of politicians then where they're very fragile, they're not stable, for say likely I will change go under quick. I will change ground. I cannot name things, but during the election, people can change from one party to the other one. So that again, now a thing working cause that one. But because some people like can't forget that alliance, they go say, well, now we try for promote some man there way this is able to get voice. So in case them people like come out, they will give them performance. But you still question all those things. But in the real fact, there is something we can do for great this alliance for letting them promote somebody, they reward them. But again, you look at the performance and the management. So the opportunity go there for so okay, then they promote somebody high. That opportunity now, what's it go for big question? How the minister they perform? You see, and the way where he go able for put in your position now a greater responsibility. That greater responsibility, I go put yourself there. Where they not say you now you in charge of this bigger policy, this responsibility here. So you go begin to ask, okay, because they remove somebody else, what they do well, and then so then the attempt for let the department go perform well. So in other words, because a department not they perform well, so obviously there is also going to be a change. So you see the problem now. People and some of them they award them then at the initial stage because you don't do well and find something for one. But again, you go look, see, that is because of performance, not they go well in certain areas. But if you question these things, if people already perform, they change wherein you will get 1 year and less for do something. So you go get for beginning to say, well, this one it go work when they attend for learning, we say, okay, because this department not perform well. But you go think say this now a signal. It is signal say the policies are going to shift. And what is that policy there? The policies where the people and we don't put, say now that tier one for can't put, they are going to shift because you, the civilian, we the one they will they watch, the opposition, then they give them a room for say, oh, there is not performing something going on. Say an example like the area of the finance. Because of the finance, we look presently, waiting the score and the consumer price index. Consumer price index, sorry, we lost it. So the consumer price index is obviously waiting able to afford the hospital, the water, the electricity. Let's leave about the other commodities the way they put in the basket. You basket where they take home, where they go for go shop. I want for shop for like we able to get the transport, the ticket where they go work if transport. I want to make sure that I don't be basket, I get the electricity, I get the this is be basket where they shop for me host. I able to go afford health, I able to afford water at a rate wherein the income where they had to go for maker. So once you know it will reach those areas, your consumer price index it will fall. And when it fall, what did it affect? It affects you, they get grants from other areas, it affects you, they get loans, some area, but mostly with the loan. And the one way they before them now, right now, is the World Bank, what they are trying to influence to get some grants. Because then put them say, if we read this map, we they give una despite even that MCC score. But this is what you go say, well, somebody is underperforming or he needs some buttress, he needs some reinforcement. Lord, buttress so that they will be two, so that two will work well. But again, you try for look at the disadvantage in the end of that one day. You say when they get excessive turnover, it make them very hard for let the individual minister. You not go able for build expertise. Expertise when he gets, you not go able for build them if he gets expertise. But if you not get expertise again, then are the other opposite part of it. Because when they change from one department to the other, you find out, say, when he leave the in area of accountability, that time the way he left, he hand over to that person, accountability in not the day well. So now for that, you will see, say, those two have been clicked there. Because that in the money side, they not want to let them come home because now you don't know when that money begin. Then the amount they can't side back, it therefore watch. So in other words, now watch and watch. So those two people have to do like a handing over, but because now finance, and then they try to avoid the accountability. So the man who don't left the office, he go. Then you don't get no accountant, they can't do the minister of health. Then that man they come. You don't get no inventory. You don't get that handing over, but say like, what then they hand over to you, say, now so and so thing they or then they make a stock, they take stock. Now this stock here day or an inventory of things that you get. See, I don't think they will meet. So that now the lacks where they can happen by most of these continuous changes. That now one disadvantage. But because that disadvantage are likely they suspect they don't want to let it go fall inside that economy side. Then go say when you did it, while you did it, go they show this my what you don't do, we make this consumer price. People are still there. Now the only Saffa is say two people are still there. So in other words, what then they try for them, then they empower the rivals them. Then they empower the one they want the rivals for let them go able for see now problem they are let us say they put hand there. Then I will say the opposition there. So then I wait for the empower them. But all what they try to say, these are the advantages they're working there, wherein even the policy implementation then go look very wasteful because of the changes you will see. Because when the policy don't can make your policy, you don't make a strategy, now you don't wear this for do, then they move on. Just like you're talking of the midterm and that long term, the people say, oh, we'll make a short term because we don't know if this if we go there next year in case we're not done. So, but these are all not things that we'll get for do. But if you look at framework, if there is a framework where I feel say then go able to try for look say cabinet na collective responsibility. Cabinet na something when a constitutional convention where people they do with law. When they try put a law say whether you come, you go, you win, you this. Now this now the things and what will get for need for less salon go before. You know when you come, take them, let you go before, and that's the time where waiting when they talk about continuity will happen. They are now suggesting it, but how are they going to implement it? Are they going to include the opposition party? Are they going to make it like a body where separate? We can look selecting the country need. Now that's what the country need. We'll put it on a table. Your constitution, just like how UNDP they say they will start to be looking at people a manifesto based on that one again and go able to see how they go able to help them. But yet still they not get the right it for tamper that side. But they are thinking of that in the near future, say now some people then will put say now this will now go for do before after so year we can add give una. If we not do, we not go give una. So those are the kind of things we are in go try for 60 years. You get the empowerment of people and political rivals and go try for oppose una. The parliament, una collective responsibility, una get the constitution with the government. Una supposed to work in that side. But when things where they happen like this, what they do? Now weakness they reveal. He never reveal weakness to the leader. I'm not saying weakness to the leader, but he reveal weakness to a party. Sometimes to the onlooker, for say if they don't reach up to this stage, there is no consistency. And the level for empower one or two persons forget responsibility for saying now you take the boat, take go. And then you're not able to forget anybody when they execute any legislative rule. But because we will not get that one day, as I've been saying, the power where the role of the president gets, now in the get the mandate, they get executive and legislative branches. If we get what and they say separate, if the government it looks separate, where they get the legislative branch, it's different from the so-called the other the constitutional side. There are two things there. Once they separate the government and the legislative side, the executive, now independent team them. Before then they appoint a minister, you get forget the legislators they would get for approve. Those are the things they get for think of. The people that get forget legislators who they approve. Why this Maya the common and the Gosu? Before they will approve and say you competent for all this position. If they cannot do it for all the position, let us start to think of say the economy side, the agriculture side, the electricity, the water, the children, and the education. Let them put laws that say like this and this you get for B before you go Canada, like the qualifications then wire, like the experience they then wire. Would they give so much? If you not do well, would they call somebody? But they have to have legislators who would they look at it in there so that you don't go get that continuous and excessive turnover where they just shark person, they change their hair because of the access, you don't go get accountability, you don't go get policies that implement who will go before because all man go fear say, I don't go till I just do one thing. So it will be two way of things happening. The party of its whole they fear say, if we do all the thing what they do, so say next year we will do that, you can't change that. Then inside the party back, there are small factions, say that minister they don't go get that small role there. Instead, it go the fear say, I'm not go able to do this and do this because they like it, they go change me. So those are the kind of things what government therefore avoid. But if they come back to the drawing board, if they have executive people, legislators, you get people who they look into the constitution before they approve people. These are the kind of things they have to start bringing. And then they try to look at policies that they go put say, you come as a party, I don't think that you go meet, I don't think that you go follow. But you know what easy, but they should try bringing it. But all along, because they see people at the events they would they beyond their control, so man, you not go able to perform well. So you know what the parliament go say, refresh, press the refresh button so that we go avoid stalemate. But again, you go say, because the party is not popular, that's the reason why they go say we change. You go say that's another reason again for say because the MPs or the government in the say they don't get popularity to the masses. So now we refresh. So that we go see say, they don't get back Monday, we don't come. They go up, they can't change the thing. So, but this is all an area where you see a political language is being spoken, who will not understand. But sometimes when they see them, especially for the masses, then you see a political shift, and then constitutional rights, you question them, because the power, they are all legislated to the president. They are not legislative, they are not executive things that they do. All the reserve will say people, they have opportunity, we then go able to promote them, and the one they wouldn't get the opportunity for be promoted, so that they will get greater responsibilities. And when you give these people the greater responsibility, remember, you dey remove the one then who no dey do well for attempt for do performance then wey good inside that department dey. So na the same no, you dey just remove people here and there. So you dey see say you are doing something good because you appoint and dismiss the cabinet. You dey reshuffle, you dey refresh, but all e dey come to excessive turnover, you dey get hard work and all those kind of things. But it comes to constitutional reasons. So there is a lot of it to be discussed. Thank you very much for giving the platform. But I only hope say some of these suggestions they do, or would they not say them, would they help me say, but with the time is shortened, are they going to succeed with this or are they not succeeding? Or are we going to a direction with them take we, or the one where they can't take the boat for that and a different direction to go? So all these kind of things. So we just hope say we are going somewhere where we'll be able to go land fine without having too many hiccups. Thank you very much for giving the platform, and let God continue to help you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Usfen. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, yes, sir.
You really listen. You get opportunity now for make your own voice be heard. The cabinet don't be shuffled. Waiting are your expectation in this new team with on day in the different areas then. Even though not major areas were affected, but I feel to see the agricultural sector and foreign ministry. Anyway, the phone line open now. The phone line open. No, we'll do one quick before the internet in mind change. Okay? So if you want to be part of the program, the numbers for call 23278 990 991. That's now WhatsApp, or you can call on direct since for this alone. Or you can call 646-610-3107, United States, or you call 44-739-803-0402 on WhatsApp. The UK number now on WhatsApp. The phone line open now. Don't get with first caller. Make we just bring them on board. Yes, caller, you're live on air. You name and side the call from, please.
Me na Ibrahim call from US.
Yes, Ibrahim, you get 3 minutes. The cabinet reshuffle. Waiting you take, sir.
Let God bless you first, brother, for stay up this night, for let you count now Sarah Network family. May God continue for bless you, pa. You know, the chief minister, I get concerned with, because if you we all ministers they can't answer to you say yes, sir. Now they remove from that position, they go to foreign ministry. Me to me, as he say, now demote, they don't demote am, you know. Sometimes the pray them they pray for say na him be next, because I remember when them do that reshuffle with second reshuffle, they say chief minister him for be next. So now we don't see him. You know, I'm not happy for her for say I happy for outside the remover, because now that me feel say na day if fit for day, because you know as a professor, no na big man, let them get respect. But I don't say that about respect, but you don't need fit for day, because everybody they can answer to her. But we don't know the reason why the president do so, the reason well known to her. Now, other minister we are not seen at the list, who then remove now that ministry, they own the Mrs. Tunis. I don't know. Sometimes some people are really almost say because of invite the former president late. Some people say because of invite her, so no. Only the president now you know the reason why he remove, and we don't see he appear any other side. But anyway, the one way they put now a new ministry, would they pray for them, let them do the right thing for the country, for the interest of the country. Like Solomon Jamiru, so we said them put under, now they be done there before, then just pull and they then carry and go as a deputy minister of foreign affairs. Now they been there way presidentbio been cancelled 2018. So me feel say now side and the way it fit for day. And they continue for pray for them, make them change, make them get love for the country, then work for the interest of the country. Thank you very much. May God bless you, pa.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Yeah, Mike, I call from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Cabinet reshuffle. It's good for them, but this now too little, too late, Then waste time. They able to do nothing inside 3 years, and now you want reshuffle. It's just too late for that, But at the right place, he put her now. At the right place, he put chief minister. Now that is supposed for the, but it's too little, too late, man. Yeah, they don't feel done, They'll just wait. Let's just wait for the other 2 years when they left no more now. Hopefully, they pull them commodity, but. We don't see any changes or any better changes will go happen at this administration again. No, I'm your contribution. I don't know.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Uh,
Yeah. Phone line still open. We'll take 5 more calls, then we'll close the line. Cabinet reshuffle. After a cabinet has been reshuffled, always, everywhere safe. Not only in Sierra Leone, you get people who they assume, or they get people who feel to say they know the reason. And that happened to Madam Nabila Tunis. Everybody gets the reason why they feel say she's no more there. And the woman then, okay, look how this caller first. I'll carry this caller. So, yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and outside the call from, please.
It's Ezekiel. They come from the US.
Yes, Ezekiel, you get 3 minutes. Which now you take on the cabinet reshuffle?
Thank you so much, Triple A. I think the thing we are confused about in most cases, way than they do reshuffle, like if you the reshuffle, like you take one man from this place, you can go now the other place. The question is it because now the place society they not perform well? Is this why you are taking him from there for later and go now other place? We use they still feel say it will still produce after where you feel previously. You put on a place for late perform. Few years down the road, you don't feel say he perform, now you make it pull on there. Because if you don't perform, then you have to stay there so that you will continue for move the agenda forward. But if you pull on there, it's an indication to me, say that person not perform, who's our put on. Then the question now, if you feel say still qualify for late in another place, is there an incompetency issue with you who put him there first? The story is not going to change. Now the same people they recycle around. Why you feel say it will change? Is that the definition way people in the say about insanity? The same thing for lady expect a different outcome. I don't know. Me, I always confused. Where they take somebody now, where you left and day for let's have day for so long, then you pull and then you put on another place. Waiting at the success story from the place who say pull him, who say you been don't put him before, where you been put you integrity behind him for let he perform at that place there. Does mistake happens? Yes, it happen. And that's why it not for happen again. Where perform, not put him somewhere again. Mistake don't happen first. You put him there for let perform, he not perform. Then don't take him to somewhere where he forgive you the same story. I don't understand. I'm confused. Somebody probably will get better ideas for explain to me. Then put you in a place. Mistake can happen, obviously, but if quickly be seen, then put you in a place 6 months down the road if there's no performance. Come on, you for sit down with them and tell us, say, what's in the deal? Let me tell you, say, you put me in the wrong place, sir, put me in the other place. But you 3 years? I don't know. I'm confused. Thank you so much, Triple A. Lord, continue for watch with country going down the drain slowly.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How about you? A call we? Will they return the call back here? In the manner where the calls then come in. You will call, we they return the calls then back in the manner where the calls then come in. So don't worry, we'll call you back. Yes, caller, are live on air. Your name and where the call from, please.
Hey, Triple A, thank you very much. This is now Omar. Let me ask you a question. The chief minister and the foreign minister in saloon terms, which one will get heavyweight?
I don't know, because say the chief minister, it's a new position that was created by this administration, but
Right,
now
because
like a
they're supposed to
supervisor.
be chief of staff.
Yes, like a supervisor to all the ministers, them, and the chief, they're answerable to them. For me now, it take directives to the president. And the foreign minister, now almost like after the president are the face of the country in receiving dignitaries in channeling things them way for deal with other presidents them we know to Sierra Leone. So with
Right,
me only
because the
to
reason why
understanding
they asked,
and
I
that's
just want
again.
to know if na demote that guy there. Because
Well,
me,
that is yet way team people in the thing to say, because the chief minister is like a supervisor or manager, and now being a minister, you still get for carry reports to the chief minister.
right, because to me, that guy did not fit for the no side. He need for pull am completely. Why he continue for hold on to JJ Saffa? Only he and God knows. JJ Saffa and that minister of information. Now only he and God knows. Then now, Ali Kaba, why you not go just move the man completely? Say I don't need you anymore. Because from foreign minister, he put like Kerango and now he put an ambassador. It just like what me, I not see any changes from this. They pull the same people, go put under, pull Solomon Jamiru, Usai Bide, Kerango foreign affairs, that don't pull and commodity. If it's an again information, pull out the DD Kerango under. It just the what the reshuffle. The only one where Missy say he completely left. Now that lady, we be there as foreign minister, we pull completely commodity. I understand that. Because I don't know what that lady they do, because whether I do well or not do well, but if pull and come out completely. Chief minister, if I pull and come out completely, because that guy not get zero. That guy there to me, he better will side and pull and come out. Because when that guy they been at that place, it will cause a lot of confusion. Now the one try to some motocar themselves with them procure. Now the one waiting for buy them motocar and they, because they get so much saying that state house. I think say better with them. I think say to me or no, it look like say that demote this guy. Because when that guy they been there at that position, he been they make a lot of things like saying that the president. He they procure motocar them. He they say let them, because they been there at the 98.1 where the procure manager been talking that the chief minister give an order for procure of 5 SUV them. It just they buy motorcar, they give them to people who are empathy, they who are the only inside the same thing. Maybe the don't see say it too over, we don't call for them. You know, it make decision and way probably instead of time incident, it crash head. Now make you say, you know what, I'm not going to discourage you too much. Go there under far, but not again because under now way they not going to procure motorcar again like the way we be as chief minister, where they sit no more, do things or say things. To me, I've listened a little because to me, quite honest, I do I let pull and come out completely. Because these days you don't know what this guy they do, Manabio. He just they do things at random. They not make no sense, but maybe. Anyway, my brother, thank you very much. Thank you for Wusa Isidana for the bring we and give it them kind the give we for layout. Let's continue for talk. Thank you very much. Because me not make and all the reshuffle them. I not see it not make no sense to me. If they pull people under, try they be the same, the thing that way the same complaints and it's like Roma they do now. They do now. Now you get deputy minister one, deputy ministers two. Try they say and it's get them. Now the same thing said. Now you don't begin. We start first, he say no, that the information minister say no deputy minister two, deputy minister three. Well, at the same chain, you don't dip now also. Anyway, thank you very much, my brother. Be careful over there.
Thank you very much, Umar.
Yeah.
You maybe don't call, don't worry. We're going to call you back, and that's what we're doing. The cabinet reshuffle. Some man go. Some man go outside, maybe they elect now. As opposed to outside they not been elect. Yes, call ID live on here. Your name and outside the call from, please.
Yeah, AAA. Mina Abubakar Conte, I call from USA, Minnesota.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yes, thanks very much for just open this, make this open call so that like people and they express their opinion. Just like I say, we all know what's happening. But like for me in particular, I don't see any reasons why them for even maintain the office of the chief minister. Because like the professor we been did like now start with he just like can't sit down because me not be saying any function. And like now it's clear as say Jusu Saffa don't fail at the Ministry of Finance, then bring and they like say like okay, we know they sack you, but like you can't deny like you will continue for all pay. And like probably for the Professor Francis, like then send him far away. So I'm saying the president go able day on his own self now. Because that guy he been too heavy for the president. To my opinion, he been too heavy for him. Somebody then say he lecture him, he supervising in thesis for in PhD, and now he take him, he employ him. So like maybe if you say you not been get anything for say, without the professor be the talk. And like that professor in particular, it will orchestrate a lot of things in another country. It starts from the GTT and other stuff there. And I hope we don't go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and we begin to talk about 1% about any GTT and other stuff there. I don't know me they pray. The only good thing are that the president at least he try for make we not open another ministry this time around. We like he will take Boku power from consolidated fund. At least he try on that side. I don't even me get for say no more. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, caller.
Yeah.
I think now we last caller that. I don't think I owe anybody calls. Yeah. I guess that's it. Okay. Somebody say, not to me talk about, say the chief minister are waiting the Africanist press pool. Now affect and so. I don't know about that. What I know about cabinet don't reshuffle. This not to the first time. This not gonna be the last time. But I already say what to make the left chief minister and other finance and for they feel like if I say, it's still relevant. And say down the road, that till further notice get for Cam. Then they get for Chukam, like how they embarked Ali Kaba from United Nations, go for Dona Egypt. So there was a posting on Sarah Network today. We say the merry-go-round cabinet reshuffle. And some people were not happy about the headline we Sierra Network use. Instead of then come for Sierra Network and tell Sierra Network say the headline they will use not correct. And Tripoli, then can for. Then can talk say how Tripoli say he is patriotic, but all time they condemn this government. Tripoli na APC. So they are before I push some small for this cabinet reshuffle. Who is a patriot? And you, we don't look this reshuffle. Not around. Because if you be there, if you continue to go round, you go still come for them back in that same position there. What will happen with Jamiu? What will say be there come back? See how the game play within finance and the chief ministry. So what are you trying to say? So Uda really not a patriot. Now possibly always the sing praises. Not a patriot. All right. I'll come back to the matter. The president, now with glady heart, he please him for do this. Even if some man no glady, the president ain't don't do it. Because what he do, na constitutional right. And he has a mandate for deliver for the people of Sierra Leone. So he waiting, he hire and fire. He hire based on waiting. But that one they ain't go get for tell we. Waiting really he dey look. Waiting. You tell me by Fisabi. If not to for deliver for the people of Sierra Leone. And independence, the 60th, it don't pass. We see now food security, agriculture. Until we don't see new people in the all long come. Based on waiting. For say them go can't deliver for we. Naimo. For can't deliver for we. So if they not deliver, what in the president go do? He go pull them back. But the problem here is now about moving people around. Now the president in wisdom for take somebody from A can go to B, take from B can to A instead of take from A and say tata. We hope say you go find job any other side where you go. We don't see them press releases then they. Names them again, don't they come out for the Minister of Finance. All man they suggest. I know say yourself don't see. I know say you don't see, not to so. All right. The other phone say, he say, because I asked a question, say, who done a patriot? He say a patriot now somebody where they applaud the one where they thief in a saloon, according to some Salon Man dictionary. Nah, doubt before you can say just not Tripoli, na APC. Because Sarah Network right say, may go round cabinet reshuffle. Who's saying we go really care for Salon? 60 years. 60 years. Who's actually done so right now na generator. Even on Independence Day na generator. Lights no dey. On Independence Eve, lights no dey. The amount of money we dey spend for buy gas for generator, buy gas for car, enough for you. 60 years. But still they applaud the party there. Changes so no day. Me, I don't do recording. Maybe that day, why they go make formal complaint na Edsa, I go live. I'm planning on doing a formal complaint about the kind of lights wouldn't they send Usai Midi. Like everything will be their excuse. Because if you forgive me 220, you they give me 60, they give me 70. Usai I will go pull the rest for full upper. But that's not for another day. We just hope say as the president don't appoint the wire, they will big on can deliver. You don't see where game they play inside injury time all. And they put person inside. Not so. Injury time all changes they make. The coach they feel to say, this person need for can inside now. I see 1 or 2 lapses in some sign, you can correct them. So it's never too late. If not the right person, he go do your own. He go do your own. And he go make the people feel like say they are Sierra Leonean. And wait till the end for I don't cancel. But the way the game they play right now towards election, we don't they smell the breeze small. It better be nice. If not, what did they bat you? Say they go for them. You go be on your own. For today, that's what we left all thing. Again, do your own way, don't get in position, yeah. Now one reason make them go now for deliver. Let me kuna get the position. So all we ask of, una come and deliver for the people. Agriculture. Do ya? Foreign ministry, left owner. Yeah? But agriculture. Boku. I spoke to people. Who say where I go? I go some side where they tell me what was it about? And they talk about the plant where they plant will not come up fine this year. Okay, they tell a member I go talk them at another time. But the plant where they plant, they say it not come up fine this year. So people are talking about global warming. People are talking about other things and where they even affect Sierra Leone. We know they know. My dear, the kind heat with this Sierra Leone right now. Look how they don't come under. Look how they don't come under. But again, do ya president don't appoint una? Una please. Una come and deliver for we. The president know why he give una. Well, una self, una deliver for we. That's all we ask of. We go there back tomorrow or later today. It depends on who side you day. But for today, that's how we end all thing Naya. Cabinet reshuffle. Yeah? Till we meet again, Tripoli say, Tata.